Phil, and in today's video we are on day 2 of cutting the Wholecrop. So we finished up with quite nearly all this field cut. So we have, Father Phil reckons about 6 loads, so there's 3 of us drawn at the minute, until later on till more lads are able to come to us, because it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So we picked up a drum of engine oil for Father Phil on the way by a machinery garage on the way up, because the harvester is low on oil. But also don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell notification, and if you click on the bell you can change it from personalized videos to all videos, because if it's on personalized you might get notified of videos that YouTube thinks you want to see. Anyways, so that's the story now. The other side. So yeah, we get this sup of engine oil in the harvester and we get cutting. See, the sky has changed, it's got very overcast, and the forecast is to rain. It's to rain around midday. That's why the original plan was I was to put on the moors, get the meadows down this morning so that we'd have that wilting along nicely, but with the rain that's forecast, not gonna happen. It's only a shower middle of the day, so it's going to stop us and take an hour or two to dry, and then we can get going. Now with the mill being in and so tight, like we would really wound in, so we do. You wouldn't get a fork down between the mill. It's a terrible thing that all that stuff is going through the space of not the thickness of a fork to crack the grain. But what the downsides to it being that tight and in is it just doesn't really like wet stuff. The dew last night stopped us. We probably kept going for another bit only for the dew. It just started to stick in a little bit and just left it that because you could burn the belts off it. So yeah, so that's the downside, and it just means it's going to take that a little bit longer for it to dry before we can get back going. But look, it's just the joys of the year that's in it, the crop that's in it and whatnot. But anyways, we'll be on back to the house tip and we'll be on back down and we'll get this field out of it so we can move on to the next. Yeah, just starting to rain. And it's not midday yet and a bit off it, so yeah, I might get going back up to the field, still on the way home with the first load. Fun. So, I'm just back in the field, and as you can see, it is wet. To be perfectly honest, I don't know how it's still going. I might not get filled. We might just leave this here and go home in the 6290. I don't know. I'll drive out as far as them anyways, but he was right. He did say around 11 it was going to start raining, as it will stay raining until 3. And if it does, that means it's probably going to be 5 o'clock before we get going again. Quite annoying. We'll probably still be at this come Saturday. It's Thursday now. We'll be out all day tomorrow if there's no rain, and then again on Saturday. Get all done. So yeah. Is it gone a bit wet? Is that it then?
Put that bit out, you get the grain out.
Huh?
You get the grain out.
Right, so try and fill the load. Right. We'll try and get this load filled. See how that goes. out through the windows. Anyways, that is it. That's all cut. Finished up this field, so I took the last of it. Nearly full. You'd fit like a full of a loading shovel bucket in the front of it. But yeah. How did we get that done in the rain? Well, Father Phil kept the head up and we just took the head's minimal amount of straw just to get that last bit done. The less stuff that goes through the harvester, the less pressure is on the mill, less likely it is to stick. Simple as that. But we got it done, but that's all we're doing now. We have to wait for it to stop raining and dry off before we go back at it. So anyways, we'll be on home. Clip this and probably go feed lucky calves, pull more of the cover off the pig, because well, how this has bulked or how it's yielded, it's going to be a bit bigger than we were expecting. So yeah, there's always something to be done. It's pity about the rain, but what can you do? Back in the yard. It rained here too, so Uncle Ian has disappeared, so I'll go just push this up. What's here? So you can see the last I brought back is literally just grain in comparison to what Liv brought. There's still a lot of grain in it, but yeah, you can just kind of see the grain there, and you can see how they're just flattened. They're just flattened. And that's all it needs. That just allows the fermentation get in, allows cattle to digest it and whatnot. And that's it. One other real, it's a big risk now with cutting it this ripe and this dry, is that may not ferment. If you were to put that in a pit and not put silage on it or anything like that, there's a real big risk that it wouldn't ferment, and instead of fermenting it would quite literally heat and go fusty. So the rain isn't going to do it any harm. Putting silage on top of it, and we're probably going to be putting the silage very fresh on top of it, won't do any harm at all. The weight of the silage will pack it down, and then any juices effluent of the silage, there will be no run off the pit, because all of this straw is going to absorb all the juices of the silage, and it's going to hold it in the pit and help ferment and keep everything. That's one of the big advantages of putting your silage on top. And that as well, silage on top of your whole crop stops vermin from attacking it, because if you put plastic on top of that, as soon as one crow figures out there's grain under it, you won't have a sheet of polythene left. And same with the rats, as soon as they realise it's there, they just go to town on it. So anyways, look, I go push that up, and yeah, we'll have a coffee and we will go get lucky calves fed and whatnot. And yeah, the sun stays like that, a good lively wind, give it 2 hours or 3 hours and we'll be back at it. On the side sheeting before we head off again. What do you want?
Another bit of sandbags here somewhere.
In the field now, so we're going to put the trailer off the 6270 on the back of the harvester. Pretty much just repeat what we've done to get up here. We're going into the next field. It just means that, like before, we get in the field upon the header, we're ready to start cutting. So we're going to leave this here and get that done, and yeah, get into the next field. 26 acres minus 2 or 3, maybe 4 acres, I don't know how much, of a headland that we ploughed out and we re-sown in spring barley. But anyways, We go get this head off and get ready to get into the... Get the header off. Cutting away in the next spot. My camera shot itself when I was filming, putting on the header or however. So I just have to back this into the hedge out of the way, just the header trailer, and then chase after Father Phil across the field so I can take the trailer off him when he is finished. Trying to get myself out of here without knocking too much crop down. That did not take too long, so it didn't. Literally straight across the field to the far headland. And it's full. I don't really know where he's pulling it. What's he doing? By him. Right. Take off the trailer. Block. On trailer. Oh, plug in pipes and we're lovely crop of wheat here. So Father Phil is just going to top off my load, and then I'm going to go back to the last field we're in, pick up 6499 from here. Liv is going to pick up her tractor up here because her and Uncle Liam went off to look after a lot of cattle while we were getting moved. So I'm driving down the tram lines with the smallest trailer and the smallest tyres, so I'm going to do the least amount of crop damage. So, yeah. There's no level here. Oh.
Eric dropped your stuff on the floor and you were sticking it up and a red van went past and he went, oh, I see you helping, bro.
I'm going home and live.
You're going home and live?
Yeah.
Have fun.
Bye.
I'll get you out on the road. Right, come on, we go get the other trailer. We're cutting away here now. And there's a nice crop of stuff here. It's a bit weird at this end, you can kind of see above, and even while we're cutting there, golden stripes, or some of the heads are still golden, and then like the rest of the field it's black, or it's that blacker kind of a colour. Strange. I suppose it's the different stage of ripening. You can see all the golden bits are standing near enough straight up, whereas all the blacker bits are, the heads are all turned over. So that's, I think that's more the weathering than anything else, but it's interesting to see all the same. So just cutting the middle of the field, I'll just show you something very interesting. If you look down the lines, you can see the tram lines, and then every 4 meters you'll see lighter patch. You'll see it in the crop. You see a lighter patch and you see another lighter patch, where the tyre tracks. And do you know what that is? That is the tyres, the tyre track and the sower sowing the crop in whatever it was last year, October last year when we sowed it. That just shows you the ground compaction of just the tractor sowing the crop was enough to change the crop. You can see it there, every 4 meters 2 tractor lines, and then your next 2 lines, and then you have the tram line. It's actually quite amazing to see, but it just goes to show what compaction does to a crop. So, Father Phil was nearly in a bit of trouble there. He's not out of the woods yet. I think I'll give him a bit of space there. He just left a few tracks. I was just thinking to myself, geez, we're getting on not too bad. Also, I picked up a passenger. Not right, Bertie? We got a passenger. He's completely away with the fairies anyways. Dust is blowing right how across the road, so it is. Still quite a bit to come out here. How long does it take to do a round trip? It is at 18:09, so we'll see. I think it's an hour between you get down, get back, get loaded, an hour passes. It's a bloody long draw. Anyways, we'll be on back to the yard. Just driving in the avenue at 18:32, so what's that? 26 minutes-ish? I also see Robert is just pulling out the 6290 in Hearn, so we're a full crew again. So tip my load, wait back up the road and see how long it takes to get back up. It's just gone 7 o'clock. Was behind Robert for a bit, but I just passed him out now again because otherwise I'd be behind him again. So there's 3 of us in the field now, so I think we just have the right number of people drawing, even though it is a long draw, but it does take that bit longer to fill the loads than pit silage or just general silage. Alright, Bertie, it's all coming together nicely. It is really starting to bulk up there now, so it is. It's quite a lot in it. Still have quite a bit more to get. Brought back, won't get all done today anyways. And another load in the yard. We're just back up in the field after having tea. It's a lovely sight to see, so it is. 3 tractors, 3 20-foot trailers, all in a nice lineup. 64.99 on 20-foot cane, 77.18s on a Brahan, and 62.90 on the Hearn. Father Phil and Liver working away there. This is a crop of wheat here. So nice big thick head on it, much the same as the other, not as discoloured as the other field that we were in. Still same problem though, with this out fucking chickweed. Still a problem. But this is our last loads of today of Wholecrop, because the plan has changed. The plan is always changing. I'll stand this side and have the tractors in the background, but the plan never lasts the day. The plan that's been in the morning is never the plan that we finish up with. So this field has been yielding way better than we were anticipating, way better. And we're going to combine this, spray off, so that is the whole crop finished up. So we're starting the second cut silage tomorrow, mow it and pick it on. Next day, back in the yard. That's the pit. It's pretty full, but we'll go down and we'll put the silage on it. It's just starting to spit rain here now, or mist, and I'm to go off mowing our second cut to put on top of this. That's what I'm doing in the next video. You'll see. Starting to get that down now. But anyways, so we're going to leave it at that. I can't remember what I finished up on last night, but I'm sure I had it pretty much said. But look, this is just finishing off today's video. So that is the Wholecrop in. They're going to go back up and bring home 2 more load just to finish the outside of the field, the headland, because well, there's no point leaving the headland there because it's going to be the hardest bit to dry for going for dry stuff. And yeah, they're going to bring home 2 load. Liv and Father Phil will head up and bring it back and get the harvester home, but I get the mowing done. But anyways, the mowing is the next video, so we'll stop this one, we'll pick up the mowers, and I wait for that to blow off. There's a good lively wind out today, so it should clear off and dry up relatively quick. But anyways, look, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Also, don't forget, we have the competition for you boys and girls that are watching. Paint or draw your own picture, whatever you want, and send it to us at Stewart Family Farm. The address is in the description down below. There is some merchandise to be won for the 2 categories, and we've decided to give away a few pens and pencils as well, but we'll let it go on for another week or so. But anyways, look, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed today's video. That is it from me. See you in the next one, which will literally start filming in about 10 seconds. Good luck.